Hello y'all, this is Red World Fan Fork, a mod for Hearts of Iron 4 that asks the question, what if the Soviets won? Basically in this mod, the Soviet Union won its Cold War against the United States. We are going to play as the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, or the USSR. It is the dominant power in the world, and its influence stretches across all continents. With that said, this country does face a looming power struggle in the Politburo, the highest policy-making authority within the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Beginning the game, we have two national spirits, and they are stagnating economy and rampant corruption. We do lead a faction, and it is called the Warsaw Pact, which consists of most of Europe and Afghanistan. Military-wise, our army has 68 divisions, our navy has 2 fleets, and our air force has 8 air wings. In terms of army commanders, we have a ton of generals and field marshals. Just like the army, our navy has a ton of commanders as well, except they're admirals instead of generals. Now for military technology, we have post-Cold War weapons, motorized 2006 light tanks, 2006 main battle tanks, basic artillery, 2010 anti-air, 2010 anti-tank, and for aircraft, we have 2010 fighters, 2010 naval bombers, and basic tactical bombers. We have a pretty large focus tree, I would say, but it seems that we can't really do anything in it until we complete the first focus, which is Politburo debate. Well, that's pretty cool. This mod has some special decisions that tell us all about this world's timeline. Dmitry Yazov, the leader of the USSR, has been assassinated. The deed was done by one of his supposedly loyal guards. This event will surely throw the country into chaos. A new chairman must be elected. There are 4 candidates, but we will elect the man representing the hardline faction, the head of the KGB, Vladimir Putin. He has gained support from those wishing to spread communism around the world through violent means. With our choice made, the USSR is still communist, but now Vladimir Putin is the leader of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Putin in real life is, as of recording, the president of Russia and has been since 2012. He has been involved in Russian national politics for quite some time, but before all this, he was a KGB agent during the Cold War. News from the United Kingdom: Princess Diana is killed and Prince William is injured in a car accident. The national focus Politburo debate is done, and we have bypassed the Putin focus, so let's continue onward in the focus tree by doing assassinate Gorbachev, total KGB control, rapid military expansion, end the trade unions, and end of the reformist. A book called Rising Eagle has come out. It's all about an alternate history scenario where the United States won the Cold War. How outrageous. In the former United States, more specifically the American People's Commonwealth, the May Day attack has occurred. Mikhail Gorbachev, who has been in exile since his attempted arrest in the 1980s, has been discovered dead in his apartment in the city of Chicago. A civil war has started in Libya, and I'm just going to say there are a lot of different groups involved in this conflict. News just in from some other part of Europe. The British Prime Minister has been assassinated. In Yemen, the Yemeni civil war has started. Over in North America, the Republic of Cascadia is rebelling against the Union of American People's Republics. The Warsaw Pact is nice, but we need to make it bigger. With that said, we're going to try to invade Finland and later Yugoslavia. Kim Jong-il, the leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, died. He is to be succeeded by his eldest son, Kim Jong-nam. The would-be reformers of the Soviet Union had been dealt with. The KGB rounded up all known Gorbachev collaborators and radicals throughout the country. Meanwhile, the chairman himself has proclaimed to the world, if anyone wants to bring us down, there will be hell. More focuses. Let's set the stage for something strange, shall we? We will do that by completing the focuses: devotion to the state, establish cult of personality, reverse the movement, Putin's Union, and march on Moscow. In some place far away from the USSR, the American Republic declared war on the Republic of Texas. In Italy, there is a march on Rome, so it appears they are fascist now. More fighting in the former USA. This time, it's the American Commonwealth versus the American People's Commonwealth. Politburo voices concerns. Several members of the Politburo met with Chairman Putin to voice their concerns about the path of his administration. Lately, he has not cooperated with the body, and some have been led to believe he is trying to sideline the Politburo and hence enforce his totalitarian power over all Soviet people. This is all nonsense, of course. Mr. Putin just has a different way of running things. We're now going to attack Finland, and besides that, Revolutionary Socialist United Libya. You gotta love Hoi 4 mods set in the modern day. There are motorized divisions all over the place, and it just makes war go faster. The Finnish Democratic Republic is defeated, and the USSR is going to annex all of it. Our war goal for Yugoslavia is ready. We're going to go ahead and use it. The main objective of this conflict is to connect Albania by land to other Warsaw Pact members. Speaking of which, you can probably tell the collective might of our entire faction has been brought together for this little operation. Looking at the data we have for this invasion, you can tell this isn't one-sided at all. The Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia is beaten. What we're going to do is carve it up into a bunch of smaller countries. With the peace conference concluded, a Yugoslav state is still around on the world stage, but also, besides that, Kosovo, Macedonia, and Slovenia now exist. The next place the armies of our faction is going to visit is the Italian Social Republic. The march on Moscow. Early in the morning, Chairman Putin decided to retreat to his personal home in Belarus without informing the Politburo and hardly any of his ministers. The Politburo became worried about this, but things got even worse for them as multiple Soviet military high commands cut off their communication with them. The army then advanced on the Kremlin and arrested the entire government in the name of Chairman Putin. With this done, Chairman Putin returned and announced the end of the Communist Party. With our country leaders' power now consolidated, we will do the focuses: crown Putin as Tsar, Tsar of all Eurasians, and Dukes of Scandinavia. While the Soviet Union has been dealing with its political issues, its armies are pushing into the southern part of the Italian peninsula. So the USSR is dead and it has been replaced by the Eurasian Empire, and the country is ruled by the monarchist House of Putin, which is an absolute monarchy. Due to our ruling ideology changing, the Warsaw Pact has essentially collapsed. Well, at least we don't gotta worry about our puppets trying to leave the faction. On the topic of puppets, I just want to say Venice doesn't actually control Venice. Venice, the city, is controlled by the German Democratic Republic, who took over a lot of northern Italy for some reason. Thanks to the influence of the Eurasian Empire, civil wars have started all over in Scandinavia, be it in Norway, Sweden, or Denmark. We're going to try to conquer Turkey. You know why? Istanbul. That's all I'm going to say. Istanbul. Here we are, battling the Turks, and then from out of nowhere, they form a faction with Romania called the Free Communists. Romania then goes on to declare war on us. In response to the Romanian aggression, we have called in Yugoslavia to help us in this conflict. We have withdrawn most of our divisions from the Caucasus front. Instead, we will focus most of our military efforts on the land of Dracula. I didn't realize that by crushing Romania, we would take out their entire faction too. Whatever, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. With that over with, the Eurasian Empire has made the Kingdom of Romania, the Ottoman Empire, and the Arab Kingdom of Syria into its puppets. With all of its conquest and war, Russia, or more accurately Eurasia, stands on top of the world. Its leader destroyed the old communist order and ushered in a new monarchist one in its place. The video is going to stop here. If you enjoyed the mod, check it out in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.